college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Bears ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Young. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis, under fire. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing space.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Release to the back. At the 45 on its way. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Buffaloes are marching down the field. Here's Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Young. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
9th play of the opening drive. a look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lagway escapes the pressure going right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Lewis to throw. Banks to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Baylor! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rush is on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
The run inside. It's Young. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lane.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lewis. Plows through the defense. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it. Taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the counter. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Williams open on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He leaves it with his back. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back 14, back 14. Taken in by Smith on the right side. It's a running room to the house. Touchdown Bears! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play action with Lewis. Finds his man. It's Atkins. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Lewis. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. Flagway wants to throw. Snagged out of the air.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Here's Lagway to pass. Gets away. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Working that wide receiver screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He's got his man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Morris. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout taken by Baylor, it's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. They want to run this quarterback. He locked up and held on to bring him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. On the run, it's Young. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Trying to escape and get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. It's complete to the left. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing. Lewis makes the grab. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lewis to throw. Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now on the option. The pitch. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that.
Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing, Lagway. Got his man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
There's some room. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Perry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lewis. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Lewis from the gun on third down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback making checks. Lagway. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Flagway wants to throw. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Pulls it in, it's Morris. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The give on the counter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the option. Just ran him over. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Bear! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Running inside, it's Young. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Bears! The defense putting points on the board. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Young. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Here's Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Ballman?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.